The U.S. is sending 3 warships to the waters of Venezuela as part of a major counter-narcotics operation. A White House official has confirmed this to CBS News. We're told that the USS Gravely, the USS Jason Dunham, and the USS Sampson will depart for the region over the next few days. Now, this is a part of President Trump's effort to combat threats from Latin American drug cartels. CBS News senior national security correspondent Charlie D'Agata is at the Pentagon with all the details. So, Charlie, great to have you on. Can you further explain why the U.S. is sending warships specifically to Venezuela?
Yeah, Jerika, officials I've spoken to here say this is strictly a White House decision. This isn't necessarily a military decision. And as you said, the White House has told us those 3 guided missile destroyers, the Gravely, the John Dunham, and the Sampson, are expected to head to the waters off Venezuela over the next few days to combat threats from Latin American drug cartels. 4,000 sailors and Marines will be part of that mission. In fact, yesterday, White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt didn't even rule out the possibility of U.S. troops on the ground in Venezuela. And that the president is prepared to use every element of American power to stop drugs from flooding into the United States. So deploying these battleships is apparently part of that effort. But I have to mention, this isn't the first time destroyers have been deployed to the region. In fact, the Gravely, as I just mentioned there, had been patrolling the Caribbean Sea for months.
And when you think about the drug operations and just how complex, we've been talking about this for years, how much of a difference is this expected to make?
Again, we're talking about a show of force, a deterrent, and they are working closely with the Coast Guard that has been patrolling those waters for years. So really, it's a question of scale. I mentioned the Gravely there. Navy officials said it had been part of a drug interdiction back in May. That just gives you an idea how long this has been going on. They seized 860 pounds of cocaine. A few days ago, the Sampson and its crew intercepted drug smuggling vessel seizing around 1,300 pounds of cocaine. That was in the Eastern Pacific. So they try to position their ships along known drug trafficking corridors. They've also stepped up their surveillance, and this is kind of important. Special Navy aircraft are patrolling that area, too. But look, it's a big sea to patrol the whole thing. And, of course, these ships will be operating in international waters, as explained to me today. How effective they're going to be at least 12, 13 miles off the coast of Venezuela. Venezuela is actually claiming more water than that is theirs and not international. Oh, wow. So it may not stem the tide, but, you know, it's not the kind of significant naval presence to set up a blockade.
Any idea how long those ships will stay in that area?
No, Jerika, this is really key. We're not even entirely sure they've started making their way there yet, because this is the kind of loose language. The Navy folks that I spoke to said they're not headed there yet. At least the officials I spoke with said that it's a question of how long it will take to get there. In terms of how long the ships could be there, hypothetically, again, that depends on the White House, because from a military perspective, a typical deployment for destroyers like this is usually around 6 months. But at least 2 of those destroyers, which I've already mentioned, have been on patrol for months. So if the idea is to have a constant U.S. naval military presence there, it's not necessarily the ships are involved or whether they continue to rotate them in and out for months.
Yeah, and a lot of people involved. Charlie D'Agata, thank you so much.
Thank you.